Hello Libra, thank you very much for tuning into your relationship reading, for your love reading actually. The first half is going to be relationship, the second half is going to be singles. I'm going to use the Daily Tarot by Renata Lechner for the main part of the read, and for the supportive oracle cards, the Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. Alright, already shuffled. I feel like there's some good energy here. I like this. Let's see what goes. It does feel like good energy, though. And I'm saying that because I'm seeing there's a little something going on here. No, stop. Okay. Shocking with the reading, I know. This is starting off, and I'm seeing the Five of Wands here. Something is out of focus, in your opinion. There's some discord. I feel like there's something you have to deal with that's not very comfortable. I'm getting the organization, like something is out of line. Something is upsetting you because it's out of line. Something's not balanced. Something's not fair. And you're feeling like this isn't how this is supposed to work. This isn't correct. And I feel like you're dealing with your partner, and you're trying to get things back in line. You're trying to get them to help you get things back in line. Now, I'm getting the challenge card for you is the Eight of Cups. And I don't want to spoil it, but I do feel like this is going to eventually go more your way. But the Eight of Cups is telling me you have this view about where you want things to be, how things should be lined up, how things should balance. I'm getting you're going to have to reassess and rebalance it some other way, and that might be the challenge card. Because I feel like you're trying to put things back in balance to the way they were, but I think what has to happen here is you have to rebalance it in a different way, but to create that balance, like whatever you were using to balance this off with that, something is out of focus. So you've got to get something else in play here to rebalance the situation out. You got to add something or take something away. The thing is, when you're first starting to do this, I feel like it's originally when you're trying to put something back in balance the way it was. I'm getting your partner has the Hanged Man. They don't seem to think that that's a good idea. They seem to not agree that that needs to go back to the way it was. And I feel like they're not working against you, but they're not helping you either. So they're not working against you, but they're not helping you do it either. Now, I feel like what they need to do is just to realize that you're trying to strike a balance here that you feel is fair, that is just, that will work out in the long run. I'm getting here the Hanged Man, even though that's how they're reacting, is in they're not helping you, but they're not working against you. Their challenge card is the Empress. Like, they need to see it from more of your emotional viewpoint. I want to say prospect. What's with prospect? Why do we want to say prospect? Like, the prospect of where this is going to head. Like, they need to see it farther down. Like, how this is going to prosper. Is that what I want to say? Okay, so we're going down, like, the prosperous route. And I feel like that's a challenge for them. To see that, like, rebalancing this, or, like, putting the balance back in the situation works out better down the road. It may not seem like it's necessary right now to your partner. Like, it's not important, or it's just best to stay out of it in some respect. But actually helping the situation rebalance might actually work. I feel like they have a hard time really seeing that, because I feel like the way they're looking at it, they're having a hard time seeing, like, being involved actually being good. Letting people just sort things out on their own seems to be better for them. It's interesting, because I don't know, I just feel like they're not connecting with the way you're viewing the situation. They just don't seem to agree. And the way you're viewing it and the way they're viewing it is almost completely different. You're trying to put the situation back in order, rebalance it, because down the road it'll work out better for everybody. Your partner seems to feel, getting involved and actually trying to rebalance it maybe is not the best idea. Just letting it go the way it's going on its own and let people sort it out on their own, to your partner seems like a better idea. I feel like that's the difference here. Now, Even though you might have to rebalance it in a different way, and we already showed the Eight of Cups here, like finding a different way to balance it, a different way to rebalance it out, because putting it back the way you wanted it before is not working. I'm getting... Something is kicking in here, but who? Is it third party? I feel like it's third party. Like it's not you or your partner. It's something else is coming in, and you're getting this Tower card. Somebody else is actually helping you put this back in balance. Somebody else. It's not your partner. I just feel like they just seem to be hands off for the situation, and I feel like that's straining you a little bit in this relationship. It's bothering you. But I'm getting what's helping you is the Tower card. Like there's a shock coming in from the outside. Somebody else is helping you rebalance this out. And I'm getting when that happens, that's when judgment goes in your favor. The balance is brought back. Like this whole situation for you is about balance. And I know it's temperance, is patience, and it's going to take time to really get this back in balance the way it should be, in your opinion. But I feel like when this third party comes in, judgment in your favor, it's going to take some time. It's going to get that balance. And I feel like the Star card here is where you're standing. You're hopeful again. You're hopeful that things are going to work out, that things are going to finally even out and be okay. Your partner, I feel like their reaction to how this is working, like it's a fruitless win. You putting this back in balance, to them it doesn't seem like it matters. Like it would have worked out either way. But what I'm getting here is down the line, it's going to take some time for this to really show itself. Because I feel like this third party's coming in to help you. Your partner's seeing this as a fruitless win, but I also see like when that third party is coming in and you're both working towards it, I feel like your partner is kind of like aiding you in the situation. They're helping you out with the situation with this Knight of Wands, but I'm also getting with the Knight of Wands, like they're not wanting to really be involved with it. They're coming in quick, doing what they have to do, then they're getting right out. They seem to not want to be involved. And I'm getting like, to them it's a fruitless win. But down the road more, I feel like down the road, like it's going to take a while before they actually see how this is coming forward. Because I feel like the Knight of Swords coming towards them, even though it's on their side, they're getting the information to see how this actually rebalanced, how what you did really did make a difference. Rebalancing this a different way, getting involved the way you did actually pay off. And it actually worked out for this situation. And I feel like they're seeing it down the road. It's down the road a ways. So I feel like even though this reading, what's actually happening, might come to a close fairly soon, down the road is when they're going to really see the value of what you did and why you did it. And it's at that point where that's the point where they're seeing the justice in the situation, and they're seeing how things prosper this way. Things feel a lot better. I feel like the kicker to this reading is to let you know what you're doing seems to be working out, seems to be really good. Your partner is actually going to help you afterwards, like it's like after this third party gets involved, they'll actually come in, help quick and get right out. They don't want to seem to deal with the situation, but down the road, like this is going to pay dividends back down the road a ways, when they're kind of like, you know what, that actually did work out. You know what, that was a good decision. And I feel like they have more respect for why you do what you do, and more clarity about like where you're going with it. To them, I feel like they might be looking at it in the wrong light at the moment, almost like you're meddling or something. But down the road, they don't see it that way. Down the road, it makes more sense to them because they see the payoff of you rebalancing it. Like, oh, you know, because back then my partner did this, this, and that, it set it up for this moment. And going on beyond this moment, things would get along, people get along a lot better. Does that make sense? Okay, I think we're good. Because I feel like that's where you're heading, just to know that down the road that's going to benefit you might make a difference. I feel like that might be why this reading might be coming to you. All right, so that's it for Libra in relationships. Let's do Libra singles, single Libras. What do we got for single Libras? Messages for single Libras, information for single Libras. What do we have for single Libras? Information for single Libras, empowering information that show them the truth about what's happening and give them that perspective to help them find a way to move through the situation, into or out of it as necessary based on what they want out of life. Okay. You got the Two of Pentacles at the bottom, trying to balance things out. You also have the Justice card in the center. I feel like this is just really emphasizing trying to balance out what's coming at you here. And this card is pushing out the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is almost like, trying to I feel like this is actually trying to see the good in somebody. There's a history with this person, something. And I just feel like the way you're looking is like, everybody deserves a chance. You don't want to hold this person's past against them. I feel like that's why this is pushing out. You don't want to hold somebody's past against them. In this situation, maybe you should, though. That's my first instinct. But you got to decide for yourself. Let's see what else we get going here, because the card I'm seeing in the environment, is a big one. I'm just going to put it right out there. It's the Devil card. And I'm getting you don't want to hold this person's history, their past, against them. That's what I'm getting. And I feel like that's what your Two of Pentacles is also saying. Like, I'm trying to balance this out. I'm trying to be honest. I'm trying to be truthful to the situation. But I don't want to hold somebody's past against them. Everybody makes mistakes. People change. I'm definitely in one of those people like, well, people change to a point. It depends. It depends. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm a little pessimistic on that thing. I'm like, well, people change to a point, but, it depends on what's going on there and why they were acting the way they were acting in the past. I guess they can change to a point. It depends on what was affecting them in the past. I'm not feeling good about the Devil card here. I'm actually feeling like this person's past speaks volumes about who they currently are and will be in the future. I gotta be honest, that's where that's feeling already. Because I feel like somebody's come forward and warned you about this person. You've had a lot of information. Somebody has come forward and told you all about how this person is. You have more than one reference, is what I'm also getting if this reading is hitting, to know a lot about the history of this person. You just don't want to hold it against this person. I feel like you're trying to be objective. You are trying to be objective. This person is around you currently, is what I'm getting, if this reading is hitting. And you want to be optimistic. You want to give this person a chance. You got the Fool card for where you're standing. And I feel like you're trying to be optimistic. Your thoughts are with the Page of Pentacles. You know what? If I just give this person a chance, the truth will be known in the future. I just got to give them some time. If things have really gone better, I'll be able to see that. If things aren't really any better than what I've already heard about this person, that will also be evident too. And I feel like you're hopeful. You're like, no, I think this person has changed. I just need to give them some time to prove it. That seems to be, if this reading is kicking, I feel like that, if that's kicking in for you, I feel like that's where we are. Now, I got to be honest, I got the Knight of Cups at the top. You are feeling for this person, and they do have attraction to you too. There's physical attraction both ways. And that's one of the reasons you want to give this person a chance. You're just like, I don't want to just, sink this ship because it could be a bad one. I want to really explore it and just to make sure it really is bad. I don't want to just give up on something because other people say it's a bad idea. I want to find out for myself. Is this really a bad idea, or is it just something that used to be bad or maybe not as optimal and now things are better? You're trying to be optimistic. I feel like you're trying really hard. And in the center, you got the Justice with the Six of Swords. I feel like the Justice is like you're trying to be fair. I feel like the Six of Swords is you're walking away from other people's opinions. I wanted to say you're walking away from the situation. I want to say that, but I don't feel like that's accurate. I don't feel like that's truly what's happening in this situation. I feel like somebody at least is not... They're feeling like the Justice is here is trying to give this person a fair shot. And your people around you are saying, don't do this. And you're just like, you know what, I got to give the fair shot here. And Justice is actually saying the truth is coming forward. The truth is going to happen here. So it's not going to go far down the road before you find out what's really here. I'd like to say this Six of Swords is you walking away. I just don't feel like that's how this is actually happening. I feel like you're giving this person a shot. Justice is here, though. The truth will come forward and not too far away. Now, are you going to walk away from this? Some of you will, some of you won't. Because I feel like fairly soon, you got the Eight of Cups. Are you going to walk away from this? I feel like you really should, because you got the Devil in your environment. And I'm feeling like the history of this person is true and still in effect and will be in effect going forward. When the Six of Swords happens, I really feel like that's where you should be walking away from this. I'm really hoping justice shows you what's true here and you walk away, because it's going to determine whether you're actually going to go forward with this journey and start a new beginning with this person, or if you're walking away from this person and you're raising your standards for something better for you going forward. I honestly feel there's some people who are just walking away from what other people are saying, and they're getting involved with a person that's really not a good person, is what I'm getting. At least when it comes to the respect of this relationship, it's just not good. Some people who are going into this, though, are walking away from what other people are saying, but the justice is saying the truth is there. You know the truth. And if you're deciding to get involved with this, I just feel like that's, like, justice is saying the truth will be known. You're going to go through something you already know what's about to happen. I'm really hoping for the majority of you that you're walking away from this situation. I really do. I definitely get that some of you are not, though. You're walking away from what other people are saying. You're walking away from justice. You're walking away from the truth. Either way, a new beginning is about to happen. Either you're going to walk away from this person and be free from it, or you're going to go towards this person and you're going to start a relationship with this person. And what I'm getting after this, I want to think you're going a better direction, but I'm feeling like there's people going towards somebody that's really not a good idea, and they're really locking in. And this is starting a cycle that's going to last a good few years. It's going to last a few years, and you're for some reason you're thinking that this is okay, that everything isn't perfect, but life isn't perfect. Some of you might even be feeling like this is the best I can do anyway. I need to be happy for what I have. I just feel like those are abusive thoughts. I feel like that's somebody who's being abused feeling that. This is somebody, like, I have to be honest, this reading is making me feel like whoever this is, if this reading is hitting, and people around you are saying this is a bad idea, this person has a bad history, you really need to go the other direction. You need to go away from this person. I really feel like this is bad. Their intentions, there isn't that hopeful attitude. I understand that's a beautiful thing, but it's working against you in this situation. I'm really hoping you're walking away from this person, but I'm feeling like somebody's getting involved. I'm feeling like somebody is cementing in, and it's going to last for a few years. I just feel like this is a bad idea. I hope the best for whoever's watching this. I hope you're walking away from this person if this reading is hitting. If that history is there, if this is hitting, I really swear to God, I really feel you should walk away. But I'm feeling somebody is not, and they're just having, like, self-confidence issues. They're just feeling like they're less than for some reason, and they're justifying the behavior this person does. You got to do what's right for you. I understand that, but I really hope you're walking away from it, because I feel like this is really strong. This Devil card is really strong. The past is just warning you about what's currently going on and where this is going in the future. And I feel like there's people around you, like, this is your chance to walk away from this, and they're saying, please walk away. Please walk away. But if you decide to get into it, you'll survive it, but it's not going to be fun. Are we good? All right. I'm going to wrap that up there because I keep trying to find, like, a Disney ending, I guess, and it's not here. I just want to find a positive note to it, but I'm worried. I hope you're walking away from it. I'm going to let it go, though. So thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, go ahead, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.